Hello, good evening. My name is Dr. Trudy Ofundu of Snowspirations Global Health Solutions. Once again, our open clinic in YouTube. And today's topic is a little bit different from what we are used to. I'm sure you're showing up to learn one or few things about fertility, but today's topic is also important in the bigger scheme of things. So we're going to look at four different social media platforms and how we can leverage on that to make sure we have enough to treat infertility, especially in the coming new year. So here are facts. Social media is loaded with opportunities. Anytime you show up in social media, be intentional, be meticulous, think, and realign yourself with groups, with pages, with timelines, with others, with people that will bring out the best in you. One common denominator in regards to infertility is the fact that it's globally expensive to treat, globally, especially if you are going for assisted reproductive technique. So it's globally expensive. So we need to be mindful. Thank you, Kenneth, for joining. We need to have advanced plans on how to flip the odds in our favor. So next time you load your phone, you put credits in your phone and you show up in Facebook and you show up in YouTube and you show up in Instagram or TikTok, think there are ways you can get some monetization which can add up and you can use that resources to fund your infertility treatment completely. We all have talents. We are all given individual talents, things that nobody can take away from you. So the essence of today's open clinic is to give you an idea on things you can do by yourself to get some savings so you can add it up, so you can go and start your family. You see, money is important. Money is actually a leveler. No matter how religious you are, whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Muslim, whether you don't even believe in God, without money, you can't solve so many of your problems. Now, there are so many places you can get money that you don't even know. Social media is one of them. Before the advent of social media, the conventional way of making money is to have a business, physical business. People will see you, you see them, you transact, or you have a job, or probably your father or your mother gave you some savings. That's the only way to make ends meet. But with the advent of social media, with the advent of so many innovation, with the fact I'm reaching out to so many people globally in the world, I'm making an impact. So the first social media that can actually aid you to get enough resources to fund your infertility treatment in 2022, because at the end of the day, when we start 2022 on January 1st, 2022, by December 31st, 2022, we are going to show our scorecard. So whether you have enough money or you don't have enough money, it doesn't really matter. What we are going to check is our achievements, our milestones. What have we been able to accomplish? So for example, the first social media you can actually flip on and use the positives in regards to monetization and getting something and getting some money is Facebook. Facebook is about the most popular social media out there. Now, by virtue of the number of people that follow you and your creativity, your talents. So let me give you an example. If you have a timeline and you love to sing and you're generally sociable and people like you a lot and you have organic, real friends, you can flip your timeline into singing. You can begin to generate a lot of interest in your videos, in your posts, and people can actually begin to look forward to you. And somehow, lately, Facebook has a way of monetization your number. So they can monetize your numbers. Your videos can be monetized. They can also use some rewards they call stars. So it's a game of number. It's a game of who is following you. It's a game of influence. How many people go to your page? How many people look up to you? How many people do you change their lives? There are some people that will generally look out to reward you for helping them to come out from their mood. There are so many people that might be suicidal, they might be depressed, and the fact they go to your page to listen to your music, to listen to your motivation, to listen to your inspiration, or you pray for them, they will feel alive. Now, if you have the power of being prayerful, a pastor, a priest, you can also use your timeline because the world needs love. Love is one currency that is lacking. So, number one social media that can help you in 2022 is Facebook. So, next time you recharge, when you go to Facebook, think about your talents. Think about what you put on your timeline. Don't just copy and paste. Don't just go to a group where they will be fighting. Be focused. Be intentional. Whatever you're putting in your timeline, think about your audience. Who are your audience? Who are your real friends? Sometimes the people you might think might be your friends might not actually be your friends. They might be total strangers. They might be the people that everything you do every day has changed your life. So think Facebook. Facebook is the first place you can get a lot of incentives. You can get a lot of things that can actually lead to you getting a little. You see, a drop of water can rain. You are not going to have everything before you start. You start little. So when you start, you begin to do it every day. Over time, you become better. You are not going to do this overnight. So identify your talents in Facebook. Be meticulous. Know the people you rhyme with. Now, when your numbers increase, think about opening a page. Think about opening a group. Add people of like minds. Then keep them entertained. Make sure that every single day you put up something that will make them to come alive. So number one, social media right now is Facebook. It gives you limitless potentials. Lately, they've started also doing what we call Reel. So you go to Reel, you can put up a 30-second video and people can actually follow you. And depending on the number of people that follow you and like you, Facebook can reward you. So think about that the next time you log into Facebook. Don't use your time to fight, to gossip, to copy and paste, to even go and spend time in people that don't even know you're existing. You have a problem. Identify your problems. You want to be a mother. You want to be a father. So be very focused. Number two, there is no way I will be talking about making money without talking about YouTube. YouTube is well organized. So there are so many ways you can also make money in YouTube. Number one, by reckoning a lot of followers. So if you can get up to 1,000 subscribers and you can get up to 4,000 watch hours, you can actually be rewarded for the number of videos you put out there, for the number of people that follow you, for the impact you make. And some people can also approach you. You can be a brand ambassador. They can pay you a little money here and there, and it adds up. So YouTube is also a place you can make a lot of money depending on your personality, depending on what you love doing. If you love fashion, music, finance, health, fitness, whatever it is, be dedicated. Start by opening a YouTube channel. Very easy to open. So long as you have a Gmail account, by default, you have a YouTube channel. Just go there, practice, do it every day diligently. Before you know it, people are going to follow you. People always love good things. So don't form the habit of following people that are already popular. You can be popular overnight, but just being you. Don't copy nobody verbatim. Just be the original you. Be the fun you. Be creative. Remember people, when you have people in your mind, when your aim of showing up in Facebook, in YouTube, in TikTok, in Instagram is to help people, is to make people happy, then people will follow you. Common things occur commonly. So think about opening a YouTube channel. Just start little. It doesn't matter if it's 2 people that follow you. Genuinely build it organically. Just be yourself every single day. Keep on practicing. Keep on shooting videos. People will find you. It's a matter of time. So if you are having problems having enough resources to start your own infertility management. Think about YouTube. Think about your Facebook. Start little. Don't wait for handouts. Don't wait for your partner. If you don't have a job, you can actually use the time you spend out there to create your own fund, to own your own thing, to come alive. Because once you are in this service industry, people will always want you. You can have a job and you can lose your job, but once you have your passion, once you have that thing you love doing every day, people by default will find you. Now, the other social media platform, which is actually trending, especially for younger people, is Instagram. Instagram, it's the place everybody wants to go to watch pictures, to watch adventures, to do stuff. You can also brand yourself there. You can also come live. Just by virtue of your phone in your hands, you can take a lot of good pictures. You can take personal pictures. You can take natural pictures. You can just share the pictures with few words. You can just come alive. You can even develop your talent there. You can put your products out there, no matter what it is, no matter how much you're bringing in. You are better off waiting for handouts. When you are waiting for handouts, it's more like someone coming to give you fish. So instead of someone to give you fish, go and learn how to fish. Then go and fish by yourself. When you start, before you know it, you're going to blow up. Instagram, it's the place that most youths actually go to. So depending on the population you're looking at, depending on the number of people you have, depending on your niche, if you love fashion, everybody loves fashion, especially fashion that comes from Africa. The whole world cannot do with Africa. So if you're on Instagram, before you put anything out there, before you put your pictures, before you put anything there, think about what you can do to generate your followers, to generate branding, to monetize. If you have something you love doing, you love to sing, you love to write poems, you love to communicate with people, you love to travel, chronicle it, put it out there. You will be so amazed how you can easily create a lot of impact. There are so many people I've chronicled, so many young people. The beautiful thing about Instagram, so many young people are killing it there. People that ordinarily you wouldn't even believe they can get there. They believe in themselves. They go out there. It might not be rosy from day one, but once they start, they continue. The other social media, which is also trending, is TikTok. You can also generate some criteria, build your audience, have some watch hours. Some brands can see you. You can be their brand ambassador. And by the time you combine all these things, the beautiful thing is you can interpost, you can interuse them. So stuff you put in your Facebook, you can put in YouTube, you can put in Instagram, you can put in TikTok. Stuff you put in TikTok, you can put in YouTube, you can put in Instagram, you can put in Facebook. So you can put them interchangeably. So you might not really be duplicating yourself. So once you create one content, you can spread them out. Now just start. The most important thing in life is starting. When you do this, you can even make passive income. You know, the fact that you're not making anything today doesn't mean you can make something. You are waiting for someone to go and tell you what you have. But this is your God-given talent. So don't enter the upcoming 2022 with excuses. Oh, it's expensive. Oh, I don't have money. Oh, I don't have enough. The truth is, every day above ground is a reminder that you have abundance. There are so many beautiful things that God gave you that only you can do. There are so many talents you have that only you can deliver. So if you don't do that, you're depriving the world. So never you give up because of what you can't have now. Look inwardly. Find your talents. Find those things you love doing. There are certain things you love doing, and when you're doing it, you wouldn't even feel like you're doing anything. Like me, I love to teach. I love babies. I love maternal health. I can do this from now till tomorrow and I will continue. It gives me joy. It comes effortlessly. I know sometimes it can be stressful, but this is what I love doing. And this is my passion. So over time, when you keep doing it, and when you keep seeing your impact, over time, you are going to have a big influence. And don't just think about what is coming in now. Think about the bigger scheme of things. Think about the community you're changing. Think about some lives you're changing. Think about the people you're going to make happy. Someone might be suicidal, someone might be sad, someone might be in a bad place with a partner, and you might be the glue that will bind them together. So when you're doing this and you're making money, you're not just making money for you, you are making money helping people. And people will also gravitate towards appreciating you. So just go inwardly. Don't just think about lack. You have enough because you are a seed of greatness. So greatness is in your gene. So even if you don't have 1 naira in 2021, believe me, if you are intentional in opening your Facebook next time, if you can go and research how you can use your videos, how you can use your timeline, how you can use posting reels, how you can be creative and people can follow you. And out of following you, you can actually branch out. There are also some incentives for advertising. So Facebook has some adverts. So if you spend a little money, depending on what you're creating, people can gravitate towards patronizing you. So it's a game of knowing how to transition from doing things that people might think is difficult. But when you do that, you become a master. Now, when you get that money, don't go spending the money. You see, there is nothing we can get today that we haven't experienced. The problem is we want it now. So some women can start something and they can make a little money. But don't go rushing that money you made to buy things that once you wear that, the value is going to go. Have a dedicated account towards your fertility management, especially if they're giving you a diagnosis. Let me give you an example. You've tried for 5 years. You are not able to be a mother. And we have identified that your tubes are blocked. Now, your major problem is tubal blockage. And you've consulted, and we've told you you need 2 million for your IVF. When you start your 2022, have a dedicated account for IVF. Forget any other thing. So long as it's not emergency, it doesn't matter. Now, Christmas period is also a period of goodwill. So your uncles, your aunties, I remember growing up, one of the things I love going for in regards to Christmas is seeing my uncles, my aunties. They normally give us money. So when they give you money, when you go back, you tell your parents, oh, this uncle, this auntie gave me. So we thank them. That was before. I don't know if we do it now. So anybody looking to do you a favor, maybe they felt pity for you. Any money they gave you, keep it dedicated to infertility. If you have to downgrade, downgrade. If you have to move from 3 bedroom to 1 room, it's okay. Save that money. Save, save, save. A drop of water can rain. If you save 100 naira every month, by December, you've saved a lot. Believe me. And there are ways you can also get plants. So impossible is no longer in existence. So I want to challenge you today. It's not a regular popular topic, but I just wanted to share this idea with you. If you think you have nothing, when you think you lack everything, there are always something you can glean from. So I want to challenge you to think about your Facebook as a money-making venture, to think about your Instagram as a money-making venture, to think about your YouTube, your TikTok. Don't just go there and laugh and, do stuff. For every video you're laughing at in Facebook, in Instagram, in YouTube, someone is smiling to the bank. For every Kim Kardashian, for every music, for every single thing that makes you happy, someone is smiling to the bank. For every sports club you support, for every Arsenal, every Man U, someone is smiling to the bank. So think about how you can spend your time quality-wise and make your own righteous kobo. Very important. Okay? Now, I'm going to give us an opportunity to ask questions. And my COO is already asking, how does one decide on who their target audience is? Now, Facebook, it's like an ocean. So when you're adding people, you will notice they give you a couple of suggestions. So there might be people you have like minds with. So let's take, for example, the group of women that look forward to becoming mothers are called Believing for Baby Mothers and Fathers, right? Now, that's a community of its own. Now, if you are looking for a baby and you are in that group, if you have a singing talent, if you have a music talent, if you have a drama talent, knowing fully well that when you come alive, that particular community you belong to can tag along with you. And the beautiful thing about social media is the fact that it's contagious. So people you hang around with, we hang around with people like you. It's not necessarily a game of numbers. It's a game of quality people. So if you're a good person, if you're a giver, if you're someone that loves people, if you're someone that appreciates people, if you're someone that is always out there cheering for people, congratulating them, loving their babies, over time you will see people that have like minds. Now, when they do that, they can add their friends that also have like minds. Then you can begin to see things you guys share in common. So you might like music, they might like music, you might like movies, they might like movies. Then you begin to rhyme because people gravitate towards people they love. So when you're building your community, think grassroots. There are so many people that will follow you for 10 years, but they wouldn't really rhyme with you. They might just be there. There might be people that monitor you. They might not really see the good in you. Then there are so many people that no matter what you do, they wouldn't really like you. Over time, you can gradually gravitate towards the people that genuinely have a need for you. So in building your community, think about commonalities. There are so many groups. There are so many pages. There are so many places in Facebook that you go to every day. When you go there, you can also think and model like them. You might not be exactly them, but you can start something that you can now bring your own individuality and your own personality. And before you know it, you begin to thrive. So in building your audience, think about commonalities. Think about your original talent. Think about the people that have done what you've done. Think about the people that did what you're planning to do. Let me give you an example. If you're a comedian, when you go to Facebook, think about American comedians. Think about African comedians. Think about the people that already have big names. Model them. Now look at the kind of things people like. Then over time, you begin to add them up. Okay, so that's how you can identify your audience. What yardstick can one use to measure results, and how quickly can one expect to see results? Now, here's the deal. It takes time. Nothing happens overnight. Now, if you think it's a quick fix, then don't even go there. You can actually spend the whole of 2022 and you might not really see results, but you've laid the templates. So it's not a quick fix. Some people can easily do something and they can flip. But don't just look at the numbers. Don't just look at what's in your pocket. Keep on building. So long as your contents are solid, keep on showing up every day. Keep on believing. Keep on doing your best. Don't look at things you can see. Look at things that can be possible. So the criteria for results, it's your own definition. So what might be result-oriented might not be result-oriented by me. What you might think is a success might not be a success for me. Like for me, what makes me successful, what makes me think whatever I'm doing is successful is not money. It's the number of testimonies. It's the number of babies I see out there. So when you're doing this, if money is gonna be at the back of your mind, you might likely fail. So in as much as you're trying to make money, don't put money first. Money will come when your contents are solid. People will gravitate towards you. People love good things. People love good messages. People love to learn. But so many people are sitting on the fence. And have a cheerful disposition. Be consistent. Be original. Be authentic. Be influential. Be charismatic. Come with your own personality. Come just the way you are. And don't think about just the money. Think about the bigger picture. Think about the influence. And before you know it, once you get to that point of no return, money will be coming even when you least expected it. It happens like magic. But magic do not happen overnight. Okay? Where does one get inspiration to help create daily content? Just everyday things that happen in our world. Sometimes it might be tragedy. Sometimes it might be something good. Sometimes it might be sports. Sometimes it might just be the spirit. Like around this period is Christmas. So you can think about Christmas theme, or you can think about the current COVID thing. You can think about something that will interject some humor, so everything that happened about us, social events, current affairs, things people are talking about, sometimes tragic things. You can flip those tragedies, or you can make it a little bit better, or you can package your news, or your hobby can just be something that people can always go to your page. There are some people you quickly rush to their page every day because whenever you go to their page, you learn something new. So anything that happen around you in social media can be your content. But please be careful. Lately, people thrive on negativities. People can tell lies, fabricate, communicate, cause propaganda simply for the number. If you notice, the most liked posts, most commented posts are most posts that are not really meaningful. So people tend to package negative news. Negative news sell a lot. But please don't follow that bandwagon effect. Make sure that whatever message, whatever you're developing, whatever inspiring you is actually something giving people life. So don't go towards things that can quickly give you fame. Money come easy and money go easy. Fame come easy and fame can go easy. So don't model about people that just go on the surface. Think about people that can genuinely affect your life so that when they affect your life, you can affect other people's life. Okay? Very important. Your inspiration must be someone that is really solid. Contents that can influence life. Contents that can change people's life. Contents that can help people to come alive. Contents that can actually make people to query themselves. Like in our group, we normally tell women about age 35 to be wary because at age 35, you begin to dwindle in your fertility. So when you begin to hear that message over and over again, when we begin to preach about praying, playing, and practicing, over time, when you keep hearing this and when you keep seeing the product of PPP, you will actually start considering this infertility I'm having. Have I been making love enough? Am I making love for 8 hourly? Am I really praying only? Am I really practicing? Have I seen my doctor? What about my partner? So the messages you hear every day will shape your source of inspiration and source of motivation. Then not every day will be good days. There are some days you wake up, you won't feel like doing anything. Those days are the days you should actually do something. So keep on doing things you love doing. Keep on looking for positive content. So go to people you love, go to people you model, think about what they do. You can model them if you love motivational talk, if you love some models, if you're into politics, like talk about anybody. You can go into finance. You can talk about Ngozi Wala, the lady that is doing a lot of amazing things. You can talk about the former chancellor of Germany. There are so many amazing people doing amazing things there. When you follow them, you will see what they post. You will see what they share. You will see the kind of things they do. Now, don't underestimate the power of research and the power of books. There are some books you will read that will change your life forever. Okay? Considering the cost of IVF, how long does it take to get a channel to a point of earning enough? Now, it's a slow rise. Okay? It's not something that once you do, it's going to boomerang, depending on your niche. Now, lately, from social media, people that are more into financially focused investment kind of thing tend to make more money. But it doesn't matter your niche. Just know that this is one part of things that can give you something. So for some people, it might take 2 years, it might take 3 years, but you're doing something. But you own a space, but you have an avenue, you have a place you can go to, and you can tell your story. There are so many people that go to YouTube. The only thing they do is to tell their story. I actually know a lady that came back from England. The only thing she does is vlogging. She tells people about her baby, how she got married, how she was crying, and all this stuff. And before you knew it, she raked in 100,000 followers, became monetized. Now she's making a lot of money. So you can actually just do things that people ordinarily won't think is important, that by just telling your story. You can tell your own part of infertility story. You can tell your own part of survival. You can tell your own part of how you overcame. And it can be your story. Your story can blossom. So whatever you do, be original in it. Now, Ebenezer, getting money, getting yourself to get millions is not something that will happen with just one thing. So spread out. So if you're in YouTube, be in Facebook, be in Instagram, be in TikTok, spread it out. At the end of the day, even if you don't get to the start, you've tried. So even if at the end of the day, you got just 5,000 naira, that's enough. That 5,000 naira is going to be in a dedicated account. And in some places, you can invest that 5,000 naira. So the key word is, whatever money you're getting from any of the social media, if you monetize it, let's assume you got 10,000 naira. You can reinvest that 10,000 naira, or you can keep it in a dedicated account so you don't mess with that account. There will always be need for money. So be mindful how you invest the money and how you focus your mind on whatever you might be getting. How can one be consistent even when the results are not consistent with the work? Let me tell you something. If you don't have passion, if you don't have your end game, if you don't know your why, if you don't know what genuinely makes you happy, believe me, so many people showed up in social media, they saw people doing it and they felt they can do it. They can use that initial force to come in, and before you know it, they will gas out. So know yourself, trust your journey, trust the process. Good days, thank God. Bad days, pick yourself up. Keep on going. Look beyond now. Just keep on going. Keep on creating contents. Believe in yourself. Be confident. Don't worry about what people will say. Don't think about societal validation. Don't even think about the numbers. You can open your YouTube, you can open your Facebook, you can open your Instagram, and nobody will like you. People that know you, they will begin to size you. What is this person doing? What does this person know? Is it not this person I knew in secondary school, primary school? What does he know? The people that know you will not believe you. It might likely be outsiders that will believe in you. And before you know, you're going to get there. So don't just look at what you're getting now, the numbers, because the problem is, majority of the numbers we have in social media are just numbers. So some people might have 5,000 friends, but out of that 5,000 friends, they can't boast of 5 friends. And some people can just have 50 friends. And out of that 50 friends, you can boast of 25 friends. So which one is more user-friendly? 25. So don't just think about the numbers by just numbers. Think about quality. So keep on going. Look beyond your target. Be focused. Set targets for yourself. But aim to go against all odds. Come rain, come shine. Show up. Good days, develop contents that will pick you up. Bad days, develop contents that can pick you up from bad days. The key is just to go, 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 no matter what happens. Does SGHS allow affiliates to repost their videos to their channel? So what we actually do in SGHS, we actually have an advertisement arm. So if you're in our YouTube, sorry, not in YouTube now, if you're in our Facebook, our page, and our group, you can actually leverage on our population. You can actually come there and advertise your product on our platform. So in SGHS, in our Facebook page and group, you can actually leverage on the community, leverage on the number. You can come and tell our women, our men about your products, and they can patronize you for just a paltry fee. Very important point you raised. So whatever you do, be the best in doing it. Don't worry about the end product. It doesn't matter how you start. It's how you finish that matter. So like 2021, so many people might not have started good, but so many people might be thinking about 2022 when we are still in 2021. So you can still finish 2021 strong. So it doesn't matter how your January started. What matters is how your December is going to end. So don't worry about how you start. It's not how far, but how well. Keep on believing yourself. Keep on developing contents. Keep on influencing people. Keep on loving people. Keep on believing in yourself. Identify your helpers. Identify your social capital. Keep on being you. Show up every day. Do this every single day. What you do every day over time will become a habit. And what you do over time will become you. So if you love to talk, go and talk. But be meaningful in your talking. But you can't just wake up one day and you become good in what you do. You're going to pay the price. Once you pay the price, things will begin to walk towards your own goal. Okay, so thank you for coming this evening. If today is the first day of attending, my name is Dr. Trudy. Please make out time and subscribe. When you're subscribing, also click on the notification button so you will know when I come live. I come in live every Tuesdays about this time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Then on Saturday, I come in a little bit early, 6 p.m. Nigerian time, 12 p.m. Eastern time. We select a topic. We spend about 30 minutes. We talk about a topic. Then over time, we encourage each other. It's a community of love. We are few, but we are a lot. So we influence our community. So share the group. Tell your friends. Make your comments. Do whatever that makes you happy. Then check other important videos. This might be the moment you're waiting for. Now, this Sunday in our group, we have a special event. It's a combination of two important concepts: IVF, in vitro fertilization, and multiple pregnancy. How can people that are planning to go for in vitro fertilization end up having twins, triplets, quadruplets? You don't want to miss this event. Because of the popular demand, we created more 100 slots. So make sure you secure your place on Sunday, the 19th, 9 p.m. with your partner. We're going to talk about IVF and multiple pregnancy. We're going to talk about how you can leverage on this. So many people are looking for the best providers. The best provider, one of the best providers in Nigeria, is going to be our guest. So you have an opportunity to know what to do, where to go to, how to get your referral. And by the grace of God, by this time in 2022, you're going to be a mother of not just one or two or three. You can be a mother of 1, 2, 3, 4. It's possible. Okay, so make sure you register for that event. It's on the 19th, 9 p.m. Nigerian time, and I'll see you guys. Thank you for coming this evening. I'll see you again when? On Saturday. God bless you and enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye-bye for now.